and you should not be supportive of him. I wouldn't watch anything that he does.
Dude, it's not like you watch him anyways. And this is the thing. It's like everyone all of a sudden pretends they're like the biggest fan of these people whenever they come out and are Republican. They're like, I am not supporting anymore. Bro, you weren't even supporting even more before. And here's the thing. No one supports Latinos in Hollywood, dude. Look at George Lopez, all right? George Lopez is the biggest anti-Trump dude in history of Latinos, and they just canceled his last TV show. George Lopez is 3 of 3 of shows being canceled. The last 3 shows he's made, he's been anti-Trump, and he's had 3 shows in a row can't get canceled. You know why? Because even when you're super woke, Latinos still aren't supporting you. Okay? This whole notion that like, be anti-Trump and Latinos support you, that doesn't exist, guys. What's up, everyone? Comedian Brian Torres Day here, and today's video we're going to be breaking down the backlash that Mario Lopez has been getting online because people found out that he's a Latino that may or may not have voted for Trump, and that is blowing people's minds that a Latino may not have the same political opinion as white people want him to have. Now, before we do get into the video, I want to let you guys know that this video is sponsored by loltino.com. It's loltino.com. That is my Latino streetwear brand where we take pop culture, remix it with our Latino culture, and come up with some fresh gear. And today, I'm rocking the Puro Pinche Juicy Tortas Ninja Turtle inspired t-shirt in white, dude. So go ahead and grab this one now. It's only available for a limited time. And for those of you watching this video, type in Torta Power for a special gift. Anyways, guys, that's enough. Let's get right into the video.
Mario Lopez should be ashamed of himself.
Oh, yeah, you tell him, Queen. Should be ashamed of himself. Andy Dick looking ass. And then he posts a photo of Donald Trump with Mario Lopez. Like, here's the thing. If you're going to get mad at Donald Trump or Mario Lopez taking a photo with Trump, be mad at Hillary Clinton. All right, Hillary Clinton literally went to his wedding with his last wife, Melania. Okay. Also, I know Latinos, dude. If Donald Trump walks into a Mexican restaurant, all of the cocineros, lavatraces, they're all going to come from the back and want to take a photo with him. All right. That's just how Latinos are. All right. So you can't hold this against him.
First of all, Mario Lopez, you guys know who he is. Okay. Well, look at him. He's a big thrumper, right?
Oh, God. Here's the thing. If you're one of those people that like uses one of those like internet nicknames, and that's how you refer to the president, like I already know you've gone too far, right? When they were like Donald Trump, remember that? And then also on the other side, like the Let's Go Brandon and all that. I'm like, dude, get off the internet. Go ahead, breathe some fresh air. Go ahead, go and buy some alcohol. Get it out of your system.
He's a big time thrumper. And what's funny is the guy's been married like quite a few times. One marriage was annulled. He's
so what? So is my dad. In fact, that actually makes him more Latino. It's like he's been married a few times. I'm like, yeah, dude. That's any Latino that makes more than $80K a year.
Been brought up on charges of all kinds of stuff. You can research that yourself.
Well, why aren't you? You're the one who's supposed to researching. You're the one making the hit piece video, right? I hate it when people are like, you know, they're just a bad person or they done this. I'm like, okay, what have they done? I'm Google it. You'll find out. I'm like, dude, you're the one making the attack video.
But this guy, every time he gets married, Mario Lopez, he goes to Mexico and gets married there because his heritage is Mexican. His parents were both born and raised in Mexico, and they emigrated here to the United States.
So what? That's none of that should be reasoning for someone to not have a differentiating opinion than you do. And also, here's a new flash, dude. Latinos are not your pets, okay? If you look at the last election, 47% of Latinos voted for Trump. I have people in my family that voted for Trump. I have people in my family that were undocumented immigrants. I have people in my family that are gay. So why are we so worried when Latinos think a different opinion than what these woke white people want them to think? Like, I don't think they realize how backwards racist this is, where like white people can understand. They're like, well, of course, you know, white person can vote any way they want, but when a minority votes a different way, this is where they don't realize how racist they're actually being.
I don't know the particulars of that, but I'm pretty sure they didn't come in here illegally. So
So that actually adds more cadence if he is conservative, right? So if he is conservative or just voted for Trump this election, I know a lot of people that voted Democrat. They're like, I don't want another 4 years of Joe Biden or Kamala. I'll vote for Trump. But if he is and his parents came here legally, what's the big deal? All right, that actually adds more. That actually adds more to his argument.
That why he's snuggling up to Taco Man? Anyway. All of you in the Mexican community who are experiencing these threats.
That's what it boils down to, dude. That's what I wanted to hear. I knew it was coming to this, right? All those in the Mexican, again, the white savior, the white guilt. What are the odds that this dude actually hires Latinos and pays them more than what they're worth, right? What are the odds that whoever he hires to do his gardening and all that he's paying them more than what they're worth? No, he's hiring them, right? If he does at all, because you never know, to probably because they charge less. So that's what I want to see. I'm like, it's all of these woke white people, they come out of the woodwork being like, oh, I'm here to save you and everything. But when it comes down to like their hard-earned money and everything, they don't want to pay them more. They're going to go with the undocumented because they know they're cheaper. That's what it boils down to, dude. Put your money where your mouth is.
From ICE and this hell that Taco Man has released upon all of us.
What? The same immigration law that Obama and Clinton had? Like, everyone acts like deportations are something that just started for the first time in history. Dude, Latinos have been dealing with deportations, especially if they come to the U.S., since the beginning. All right, since the line was drawn from the border, dude. My dad used to tell me stories of like, yeah, you get deported, then guess what? You come right back. That's a normal thing. Like, when people get deported, they don't just go to Mexico and then immediately get unalived. Like, it's not like Mexico is a big hellscape, dude. If someone's like, Brian, tomorrow you have to go to Mexico, I would be like, awesome, let's go. Like, it's not a bad place. Mexico is beautiful. It's great. They have a good economy right now. And it's only a hellscape for people who are lazy. If you're lazy in Mexico, bro, dude, there is no government assistance. There's nothing, dude. And over there, they don't let you just put a campground on the middle of the sidewalk like they let you do here in LA. Like in Mexico, if you put a tent in front of a business, that business owner will come out and spray you down with a water hose and beat you, dude, to get off of that sidewalk in front of their business. All right, so Trump is just enforcing the same laws. Like, people get deported. People got deported under Biden, but people act like this is just the first time this has ever happened.
Just remember Mario Lopez. He is not your man.
Yeah, he is, dude. Okay, this is such baloney. Like, and this is what these people want you to think. They want you to think that Mario Lopez is not a real Latino. Why? Because he worked hard. He became famous. He's someone who stays in shape. Like, he's a good role model. Like, I'm in entertainment, dude. It is hard for Latinos to make it in any form in entertainment. You know why? Because the truth is, there's not a lot of roles that are being written and produced for Latinos. So the fact that Mario Lopez was on a hit show and has consistently worked since then to where he started off when he was a teenager to now in his 50s, like, that's amazing. Like, no criminal, never done anything wrong. Yeah, he had some marriages blow up, but that happens to anybody. But like, they want you to think that he's not a real role model. But the guy who's standing on top of the burning car waving the Mexican flag, that's a real Latino. Out of here, bro.
And you should not be supportive of him. I wouldn't watch anything that he does.
Dude, it's not like you watch him anyways. And this is the thing. It's like everyone all of a sudden pretends they're like the biggest fan of these people whenever they come out and are Republican. They're like, I am not supporting anymore. Bro, you weren't even supporting even more before. And here's the thing. No one supports Latinos in Hollywood, dude. Look at George Lopez, all right? George Lopez is the biggest anti-Trump dude in history of Latinos, and they just canceled his last TV show. George Lopez is 3 of 3 of shows being canceled. The last 3 shows he's made, he's been anti-Trump, and he's had 3 shows in a row can't get canceled. You know why? Because even when you're super woke, Latinos still aren't supporting you. Okay? This whole notion that like be anti-Trump and Latinos support you, that doesn't exist, guys.
He is a coward.
He's not a coward, though. My gosh, dude, the audacity that some of these people have. In fact, he's actually more courageous, because he does have that opinion and is working in entertainment. By the way, you don't even know. Has Mario Lopez even come out and said, I support Donald Trump just because he walks out with him? Just because he has a selfie with him? Like I said, in that case, anyone who has a selfie with him or has walked next to him is a supporter of him. Like, again, Hillary Clinton did the exact same thing.
An awards event the other night, and they asked him about what he was doing with Trump, and he basically yelled at the guy and ran off. He said, I was accidentally there. I didn't even know he was going to be there. Meanwhile, this video of him like completely marching alongside. So give me a break. Mario Lopez, you are a traitor to Mexicans.
He's not a traitor to anyone. And by the way, dude, you're white, dude. You're not allowed to say that someone from a different race is a traitor to that race. Okay? This is familia. Okay? You're not allowed to be as an outsider and say someone's a traitor. Okay? And if you really care about Mexicans this much, dude, I see you live in a big home. I mean, you can see the background there. Why don't you let all these illegals into your home then, man? If you care that much. You're not going to do that, are you? All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Once again, if you guys want to support this channel, go ahead and get yourself a Puro Pinche Juicy Tortas Ninja Turtle inspired t-shirt. And the white is only available for a limited time, just in time for summer. So go ahead and snatch that now and type in Torta Power for a special gift at checkout. All right, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.